Hello, welcome back. So first of all, an apology. I said at the end of the last video, the next video is going to be me driving this car down the road. It's not. Mainly because it's raining. That's the only real reason. As you can possibly hear, it's raining. And it's been raining for days. Bloody days. Yeah, I'll show you outside. It's miserable. So the plan was to get her out today for a quick spin. My mate came round. He's more mechanically minded than me, so we thought we'll both jump in it. We'll take it off down the road and we'll see how it behaves. But we both just said, you know what, whilst we've done the brakes now, let me backtrack a little bit. Last time I thought it was ready to go, there was a problem with the rear wheel cylinder on the passenger side. It just wasn't working at all. It's completely rusted up. I took the front calipers apart when I started the car and cleaned all them out, but I didn't take the pistons off the back rears, and I was completely jammed, no braking at all. So I've replaced that, which I'll show you in a minute, so I got the footage from doing that. Then he came round, gave me a hand to bleed the brakes. Now, previously I've been using my gravity bleed system, which again I'll show in a minute, which is using the step ladder and the tube, which does work to a point. But one thing I didn't know is that before you open your bleed nipples on the brakes, you have to really bang on the pedal a few times and pressurise it. Because when I was doing it, I was getting no air out of it at all. And then the brakes still felt spongy, and I thought, it's just not right. That pedal should, even though it's not a servo-assisted brake on these older cars, that pedal should still be firm, and it wasn't. So he came around and he said, no, you've got to pressurise, you've got to really push the air out towards the calipers. So of course I had him in the car then, bang on the pedal, open the bleed nipple, and then bush, got a load of air, a load of bubbles out, all froth, all the good stuff. So we went back around, bled all four corners again, and then lo and behold, the brakes work. And again, I've got a little bit of footage of that, but it was night time by the time we got around to doing that, so it did take us a while. So that's good news. So all the brakes are done now, so it definitely does drive and stop now, so that's the good news. So there is nothing stopping me taking it out other than the bloody weather. Even though I know the brakes work, I'm still loath to take it out on the road before I have a chance to actually stop it quickly somewhere out on the road, up at a bit of speed. At the moment we're only doing it at like 5-6 miles an hour, so I want to test it a bit quicker, 20-30 miles an hour, but of course I don't want to do it in the rain either in case something is amiss. So call me paranoid, it probably would be fine, but just didn't want to do it. So, the next video will be us going out for a drive. But I appreciate it's been a few weeks since my last video, so I just wanted to give a quick update. What we have done today though is... she now has a roof. So this is the original roof I got with the car. It's been folded up, tucked under my workbench since I got it. I didn't want to put it on, because in my opinion I was only ever going to be driving it out in the sun in the summer, so there was no point in having a roof. And he was like, well, you've got it sat under your workbench, the longer it sits under there the more knackered it's going to get, why don't you just put it on, even if you put it on for the time being. So we have, and it's in surprisingly good nick. I've given it a quick clean up, and as you can see the vinyl has come up very nice. I don't think it's the original roof. I mean, it might be, but it seems in too good condition to be the original roof. So the vinyl's good. There's some creasing in the rear core lights, as you can see, and the main rear window panel, I don't know if you can see it, it's got this misty patch here. That won't rub out. So, again, that's just from age and from storage. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to borrow a heat gun. I really should buy my own, but I'm going to get a heat gun. I'm going to gently heat this vinyl, see if I can get those creases to drop out, and I'll do the same on the back. Apparently you can sometimes get this misting out just with a bit of heat, so that's what I'll do. I use heat guns and plastic as part of my day-to-day job making costume armour anyway, so I'm very, I know the point where you shouldn't go beyond when it comes to heating plastic, so I'm going to give it a go. Worst case scenario, I'll cut that out. I've got some spare clear vinyl down at the workshop. I'll cut that out, I'll stitch in a new piece, and we'll be golden. And obviously it all folds back nicely. I've got 2 poppers to relocate. because the popper's down here in the corner, this one here going to this popper here, it's just a ½ inch out, and there is a small tear here which I need to lap in behind as well. So I don't want to stress it too much. All I'm going to do is just put a new popper into the vinyl and a ½ inch further along, and we should be good to go. So yeah, so she's got a roof. Doesn't look as nice with the roof on, but it doesn't look terrible either. You know, the roof's very period of cars of that era. Most British sports cars had that same style roof back in the day. Same with the MGs, etc. So it's pretty common. So yeah, I wanted to get one job done today, at least. I've also bought myself a new van, so I've been out most of the day tinkering my van outside, cleaning it and surfacing it and doing that kind of thing. So I've been quite busy, and unfortunately on the weekends, turn you around again. So the weekends, which is the only time, you know, I really get to do this, like most people, I work full time Monday to Friday, so the weekend's the only time I get a chance to really tinker with the car or with my van. My van's my daily driver, obviously that needed servicing, so I had to do that today. And like I say, I really wanted to take the car out today, but you know, I'd rather do it on a dry day, just for just to be safe, you know, in case there is something amiss with it. If it does break down or I have to push it back, whatever, I'd rather not be doing it in the pouring down rain. Visibility from other cars, seeing me, etc. in the rain, you know, it's just not good. So we're going to wait for a dry day, we'll do it properly, and I've got to film it as well, and I don't really want to take any of my cameras out in the rain, obviously. So yeah, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So apologies for that, but the next video will be us going for a drive. So anyway, enough of me yabbering, just thought I'd give you the quick update. I'll show a couple of the bit of the footage of the things we've done over the last couple of weeks, just so getting it all ready. And as always, I will catch up with you next time, and thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. We've got some new subscribers, so that's great, always good to see. You know, as I said before, and I'll keep saying it just because I appreciate people don't watch all the videos, is that, you know, my videos are never meant to be a how-to video. You know, how to do this, you know, I'm not a qualified mechanic by trade. And I probably don't do things always the right way, I just do them the way they seem logical to me, so it's not meant to be how-to, it's just how I did it. It's a video diary of my journey getting this car from where it was to where it is now. So if you're thinking, mate, you're doing it wrong, you don't bleed brakes like that, or that's not how you do it, cool, let me know. But ultimately, like I say, it's not a how-to. There's 101 videos on YouTube with much more qualified people telling you how to do these things on cars. This is just, again, my journey. So as always, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time, and we will have this bloody car out on the road, I promise you.